So let's continue from where we left. So the process here on the Silavanta is to have this change in perception from calling myself as a person versus letting go of the person. So in this 5, I can divide it by 5. And if I can break in this level, even either one of them, it removes Sakkaya Ditthi. Okay, and then I can be certain that I've reached Sotapanna. This is for those people who are in Sotapatti Phala and they get Magga, but they get the Phala. Okay. Supposing if I'm not a Sotapanna, or I'm not on the Magga, almost getting into Phala, I might not able to know what I should be doing here. So then what should be done? To go back to Sila, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. That's all. It's like I keep on trying and going back and trying and going back till I get into Sotapatti Phala. Okay. If I am a Sotapanna, the indication is that the Sakkaya Ditthi is gone. How do I know the Sakkaya Ditthi is gone? Because now I know how the body is made. Ahara samudaya, rupa samudaya. So now, what do I do on a daily basis? What is that you want me to do? So, I will get easy with what should be done. Meaning that I will look at Pacha Vikitabba. Pacha is to reflect. Pacha Vedita. Vedita means knowledge. Tabba means is to get it, to stay. So Pacha Vikana is to see what should be done. So now I see as a Sotapanna, start practicing on 4 things. What are these 4 things? Before I enter into going further on, since my Sakkaya Ditthi is gone, what are these 4 things? The 4 things are Pindapata, then Senasana, and then the third important thing is Chivara, or even for lay follower, it is, he uses the word Vatta. Vatta means Vastra, is clothing. And then medicine, Gilan. Okay. Now, what I know for myself is this body is growing due to food. So when I am taking ahara, then I am going to do exactly what he is saying. Patisankhayo niso pindapatam patisevami. I keep on reciting it to begin with and start reflecting accordingly. Clear? So I'll do 2 things. One, I do like this. I recite. So as soon as I get up, looking at the state of my mind, remove the 5 hindrances, like what we discussed yesterday. Then, before I enter into these 5 khandhas and 11 ways of seeing, 1 second. Hello, yeah. That's how So then, assuming that's my person, that's me as a Sotapanna, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit and I'm going to recite because I'm sitting in the room. So then I will say like this, that patisankayo niso senasanam patisevanti yavadeva sitasa patighataya unhasa patighataya damsa makasa vata tapa pari sapasa sampasana patighataya yavadeva uti utu parisaya vinodana patisallana aramatham. So I make it like that. What I mean is that I'm using basically because to ward away from heat and cold and then the mosquitoes and glad flies and serpents and any crawling things that might appear, so that I can comfortably stay in a place without any patigha. Patigha means which irritates. So there is no irritation. Yavadeva utu. Utu means environment. Parisaya vinodana patisallanam aramatham. Because I'm supposed to take care of myself with this body. So patisallana is to have staying out, meaning salla is effort. So I'm putting an effort to practice. So I will do what it takes, and hence I'm going to be doing that. Okay, that I'm going to reflect before I get out from the bed or after I get up from the bed. Doesn't matter which way it is. And this removes the asava. And hence it is mentioned in Sabbasava Sitta, MN2. So as soon as I get up, these four things I need to do. One on Chivara, one on room, one on medicine, and Pindapatha. So now I'm feeling hot. Should I not have an air conditioner? You can. Can I not have a fan? You can. Because you're supposed to have that, but reflect why are you having it. Otherwise, it will go into indulgence, which is Kama Sukhalokana Yoga. And not having it will take you to Attakila Matana Yoga. Both are not Buddha Dhamma per se. So the common sense is, it's called Viveka, is to know why you're doing. So the question is not on whether can you wear a t-shirt or a shirt or a trouser or a short or whatever that is. Is why are you doing that is what you need to know, or what I need to know. So just because I push everything to Kama Sukha, I can't now push everything into Attakila. Both are not Buddha Dhamma at all. So you need to use things. So the difference between Mahavira and Buddha is this portion. He made it attakila matana yoga. That means even if you have, don't use it. Give trouble to your body. But in the teaching of the Buddha, it's not so. Then the next question comes, why are you sitting? Because that's a posture. If I know that much, is sufficient. I don't have to do oh, I don't have to do anything more than that. Sitting is a posture. That's it. Sitting 8 hours gives me mana. And for those people who can't sit for 8 hours, it creates disturbance in their mind and they start comparing and the downfall starts. No jhana at all. So the objective of those people is to meet 8 hours because they are comparing. Comparison creates competition. So the mind is completely lost in doing something what somebody is doing. So should I also do 8 hours or 10 hours of sitting? If that is true, then I have not understood Buddha Dhamma at all. I've understood some thing which I think is very important. Because somebody said to me that I need to sit for long, so I'm sitting for long. But if I know it's only posture, would I really care about it? No. Should I be only walking and not sitting? Should I be only standing and not sitting nor lying down? In fact, there's a sutta where Buddha says there's some problem with Jains. They take this vow, I will not sit, I will not stand, like that. Please check, there's a sutta on that. And he says it's wrong. And then they don't accept food, they don't accept this, accept so many things he gives there. It's all part of Attakila Matana Yoga. And when I have this Attakila Matana Yoga, cannot enter or cannot proceed into Jhāna. Because the Indriya Samvara, one of the key element of Indriya Samvara is not create nimitta, which includes comparison, competition, and all of these stupid things. So if somebody is sitting for 8 hours or 80 hours or 8,000 hours or 800,000 hours or whatever hours, so be it. That's not a matter to be compared or spoken about. So no description and no comparison. So just give up. If somebody comes and tells me that so and so person sits for 800,000 hours, very good. That's it. I don't even have to ask what is he doing in that 800,000 hours. Why? Does that affect me? Yes, it does. Because it creates interest. The moment it creates interest, it can be kama sukha luka anu yoga. Because now I am interested in doing what that person is doing. Or I feel very glad that he has reached somewhere and he is able to do it, which is again a disturbance to the mind. So I've not done rational reflection, patisankha. And to develop yonis manasikara, I need to do this. So if somebody is growing in Dhamma, good. Somebody is not growing in Dhamma is also good. Somebody sitting for 800,000 hours is good. Somebody is not sitting for 800,000 hours is good. So I'm becoming equanimous. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying both are good. Somebody has money, it's good. Somebody doesn't have money, is also good. Because it's a perspective. So I don't want to get into these perceptives. I don't know why he or she is not able to do it or able to do it. I don't want to get into it. So I may say it's ignorance. No, I don't want to get there because if I get there, Loka gets created. So I don't want. And then what happens? With this approach, what happens? You'll start entering into jhana. So the possessive nature goes away. And with the possessive nature, the eight worldly way of seeing drops. Now somebody says sitting for 800,000 hours is profitable. Behind that is loss. That person not able to sit even for 1 hour lesser than what he was sitting is upset. So if there is labha, there is going to be alabha. So I don't want it. I don't relish on labha. So I don't want alabha. So I don't care if somebody sits for 8 hours or 12 hours in a stretch. It's not my problem. What do you mean you don't care? Are you ignoring it? No, I'm not ignoring. I'm acknowledging this person is sitting, but I have no idea of comparing it or saying that's good or bad. I'm just a witness. In witness, this person I'm seeing and hearing, meaning somebody comes and tells me that this person has sat for 8 hours. Fine. It arose, it went. No attachment. Some other person comes and says to me, he has not grown anything in Dhamma. And then I will hear, leave it. So there's no possession. So if I don't possess, there's nothing to be done. So the first one broken. Then comes the second one. Fame and defame. If sitting for long is fame, not able to sit is defame. If knowing Pāli is a fame, not knowing Pāli will become defame. If being a Theravada is a fame and not being Theravada is defame. If being a Burmese is a fame and not being a Burmese tradition is a defame. So what should I do? Don't take anything there. It's just a creation. Somebody called it Burmese. That doesn't mean it became Burmese. Somebody called it Thai. Doesn't make it Thai. And somebody called it Vietnamese or Sri Lankan or Mahayana. Nothing. Because if I follow that, it creates fame, but should be sure there's defame. So what do I do? Puttassa loka dhammehi chittam yasya na kampati. Now my mind is not disturbed by these so-called words. So somebody is come from Thailand. Do you want to go and meet? No answer to it. Because the person I'm going to meet is Rupa, which is Anicca, Dukkhato, Rogato, Gandato, Sallato, Agato, Abadato, Parato, Palokato, Shunyato, Anatto. Why? If he has come from Thailand or no land or neither land or upper land or below land, whichever land, he has to eat. So there's no interest to meet. No, he is an arhat. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That's it. What should I do? If he has ended journey, what should I do about it? It's good. He's done it. So what should I go and ask him? No, sir, he is an arhat. Fair. But what should I do about it? It's good that he has ended journey because he has come out of suffering, which is good. No, we can ask him, how did he come out of suffering? Why? Buddha has not given you. Has he not taught you? It's like somebody going to a hospital. Somebody has got discharged from hospital, and I would like to know, how did you get discharged from hospital? Isn't it weird? And have questions on how did you go to hospital and what all procedures you went in the hospital and how did you come out of hospital. Why can't you see the disease what everyone has is raga dvesha moha? You apply the Buddha Dhamma to remove the raga dvesha moha, and then you come out of the hospital without raga dvesha moha. So don't you, should you still go and ask that patient on how did you get to see raga dvesha moha? Isn't that the most stupidest thing I would have ever done? There's nothing to meet. Why? Why shouldn't you do that? Because it creates a third vicissitudes, which is sukha and dukkha. If I meet him, there is sukha. If I don't meet him, there is dukkha. Should I want it? No. So I again recite Puttassa loka dhammehi chittam yasya na kampati asokam virajam khemam etam mangalamuttamam. Very good. He has escaped Mara. Good. First, he has escaped staying in the Rupa. Good. He has escaped staying in the Arupa. Good. Excellent. I feel glad, mudita, that he has done it. Should you not go and meet him? Yes, we should. But should we ask any questions? What does that mean? Questions of what? That means I don't have faith in Buddha Dhamma. Simple. Because I don't have the faith in the doctor, which is Buddha. I don't have the faith in the medicine, which is Dhamma. And I don't have faith in the Sangha, which means I'm not even a Sotapanna. which means I have not even experienced anything. If I am a person who has a lot of questions, it only shows my ignorance. That means I have not even reached the Sotapanna state, let alone understanding this 11 things in 5 khandas. That's too much. Okay. Now, praise and blame. Doing this, you get praise. Not doing this, you'll get blame. Again, I recite Putthassaloka Dhammehi Chittam Yasyana Kampati Asokam Virajam Kema Etan Mangalamuttamam. Now, the final blow to this argument. Eta disani katvana sabbantamaparajita sabbatta sotti gachanti tam tesan mangalamuttamanti. That means I have defeated all of these. So my mind is calm and composed. And all that I contemplate from the morning till the evening is to find whether there exist any kind of hindrances in not seeing the things as they really are. And is there any comparison and competition in my mind, which creates loka? And that's it. Pachavekana stops comparison and competition. It also stops these crazy ideas of associating with a tradition. There's no tradition other than Buddha teaching. So if I'm using a word tradition, it means I have come out of the Dhamma. Why? Why is that? Let's go and see. Why is that? It makes you compare. And when there is comparison, vihesa, he uses this word vihesa. It means ill will starts. Ill will starts on those who don't follow that tradition. So I'm not seeing things as they really are. I'm seeing things as they're presented to me. That means it's of no use. So should I land in a Thai monastery? Answer is no. Should I land in a Sri Lankan monastery? Answer is no. Should I land in an Indian monastery? Answer is no. Should I land in a Cantonese monastery, a Vietnamese, Burmese, and whichever thousands of these kinds? No. Don't enter anywhere. Because if you enter, you exit. Budaya, don't enter. So keep on reflecting. It's just a senasana. When I go, let's say we have Mahabodhi society here, Mahabodhi temple in Bangalore. Should I go to Mahabodhi? Never. That means you will not go? You'll go. But reflect, it is just a senasana. It's just lodging. Now, what would you do there? There is fan to ward off the heat. You are covering to ward off glad flies, mosquitoes, wind, sun, creepy things, maybe snakes, and take a shelter. That's it. No, don't you want to eat at 11 a.m. with the bhantes there? excuse me, I am reciting Patisankha Yoniso Pindapatam Patisevami. Neva Davaya, not for sporting. With whom? With the Bhante. Namadaya, not to feel elated that I'm eating with a Bhante. Namandanaya, not to feel proud of that, oh, I was called here. Navibhushanaya. Simple. And that too, after verifying, am I hungry or not? It's not a question of 11 a.m. It's the question of whether it is vikala. In my experience right now, I am filled up. That means it has not come. The kala has not come. So vikala bhojanam, I will not take. I will not partake. So others are eating, so be it. But I'll sit silently. Where? In the Dhamma hall. Then again, I rationally look at lodging. Okay, same thing on the medicine and same thing on chibara. That's the reason it is part of Sabbasava Sutta, because this is the biggest asava that you are going to get all the time. This is the question you're going to get forever. How should you eat? How should you wear? Where should you go? And should you take medicines? So you get two views. You're taking medicine because you want to become healthy, or you don't want to take it at all. So you want to trouble the body. Should you eat or shouldn't you eat? And should you eat at 11? Should you eat at 12? Should you eat once? Should you eat twice? Nothing like that. Have this reflection for what you're eating. Have the reflection for what you're wearing. Have the reflection for where you're staying. Have the reflection for what the medicine is for. And that's it. Otherwise, you go into Attakila Matana Yoga or you go into Kama Sukhalukana Yoga. And just for the sake of it, I'll say, I follow the Buddha. In fact, I am following a Buddhu, which means I have no idea. I'm thinking I'm following a Buddha, but actually it is Buddhu. Idiot. The reason being, I'm always comparing. I'm always in a source of conflict. What should be done and what should not be done? Because I start competing. Oh, he's doing, I should also do it. She's doing, I should also do it. That is asava. What else is asava? That's exactly asava. So why don't I now cut off asava? Because I need to enter into jhana. So I cut off. So when I do this, I get into sakadagam stage. And I know I have done it. Should I ask a Bhante, sir, can you tell me, have I reached anagami or sakadagami? If I were that Bhante, I would blast this person saying that has not Buddha taught you how to know it for yourself? No, sir, I just thought I will ask you. Has he not taught you? Better do what he says. That's it. You will come to know. So I know I have done Sakadagami using this 5 khandhas into 11, 55. Good so far. Now the question comes, what is this 11? How did you do it? So here is the answer. First and foremost, how do you get the body? No, that's not the question. How do you get the rupa? That's the question. It's not kaya, it's rupa. Can there be any rupa without the 4 elements? Is the question. Can you make a rupa without the 4 elements? If I want to call something as an iPad or an iPhone or a computer or a table or a chair or a house or a human body or an animal body or a plant or anything for that matter, can it be done without the 4 elements? And the answer is no. Well, in that case, my dear friend will ask, do you own any one of these 4 elements? No. So it's anatta then? Yes. Good. Now, if you hold on to it, isn't that dukkha? That is mine. Yes, sir. Good. Now, isn't it anicca? No, I don't think so. Wait a second. Take your photographs and see for yourself. All these elements have arisen and gone. You have to keep on feeding and they keep on going. You feed from the top, they go from bottom. Isn't it true? Yes, it's true. And hence it is anicca. So that's a nature. Do you get it? So rupa is not yours. Neso mama. Correct? It's not mine. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Did you own this? Can you say this is mine? It will behave the way I want it to behave. No. So this is not in your control. Yes. So it's anatta. You agree, right? Yes. Reflect on this, that it is not yours. So if this rupa is not yours, how can you possess anything related to rupa, which is food, shelter, clothing, and medicine? They are dhatu mattako. They're only made out of dhatu. Nisatto. They don't have any sattva. Nijjivo. That means no living thing. Nijjivo. Without life. Shunyo. It's empty. Do you agree with me, Vilas? Yes. Please reflect. So when I reflect, not sit on the cushion like a statue for next few hours, or competing with someone who is sitting for 10 hours or 20 hours or whatever crazy hours. I am on the path of the Buddha. I am not on the path of comparing or competing. I don't care. It's about coming out of dukkha, not adding dukkha. At least I am not in the game of dukkha. Somebody might be. I don't stop them from doing it because it's their business. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm behind sukha because jhana is sukha. So I would do that. So I will do this. Vivicheva kamehi. Now I have seen that kama, sukha, comes with possession. So since I don't have possession, I don't have kama sukha. What does that mean? If there is a profit, there is a loss. Kama sukha has a profit. Without kama sukha, there is a loss. There is a fame, there is a profit. There is defame, there's a loss. Praise as a profit. Blame as a loss. Pleasant is profitable. Unpleasant is loss. So now that I've given up these 8, can't I get into the jhana at will? Yes. So vivicheva kamehi, vivicheva akusala dhammehi. Now what I do? I require 2 things. Savitakka savichara. These 20 things what I have taken, where is 20? What is this 20? This 20 can be related to Patvi and Apo. If I want to look at Rupa and come out of the Rupa itself, this gross material form, and come to Rupa Jhanas, or take this 11 into 5, 55, cut the Upadana, then you're liberated in the first jhana itself. Should you go to second jhana? Not required. So I take these 5 khandas instead of breath, in place of breath, as an object. I take the 5 khandas into 11. Keep on reflecting and reflecting and reflecting. Piti starts. Because it cuts the person off. Piti followed by joy. Piti followed by sukha, which is happiness. Then it brings me to ekagata, which is upekha. And the 5 jhanic factors are completed. It brings me to 2 possibilities, either an arhat or an anagam. So I end the journey, or anagam. How do you know? Once I come out of this 5 khandas into 11, there is no abhijja and vyapada. So I know for myself that I have removed the 5 lower fetters. And so I am in the 4th jhana. And now I push a little bit when the breath becomes so subtle that the consciousness now departs from this existence and lands in aviha, the first existence for an anagam. It's peaceful. I can recite etam santam, etam panitam, yadidam sabba sankhara sabato, sabbupadi patinisakko, tanhakhayo virago nirodo nibbana, because indeed I am experiencing the nirodha samapatti state. So there is no sanya and vedana. it blocks. So the consciousness is stilled. So then when I come back, I can get into aviha. So when I enter into aviha, I know I've entered into aviha, and I know that I'm exiting out of aviha. So that's going to happen. Like that, going up and up and up. The fifth one, akanita, that's the end of it. So I can keep on going from here to there to there to there. And wherever it goes, consciousness gets established. So I can know for myself I've reached in this realm or in this plane of existence. So when the transaction is going to be there, come back to human existence and finish the transaction. And when transaction is over, go to your home. So where does the consciousness land all the time? I was telling Ashwin, he's now knowing it. He's landing on the fourth Jhāna. Even few minutes back, I spoke to him. He drove from here to his office, but he's in equanimity. He knows he is in equanimity. Not that somebody should come and tell him, Ashwin, you are in equanimity. No, he knows it. And he's been in equanimity from the time he came here. That means on Friday, when I met him, I knew the change has happened. That's an irreversible change. I know he is achieved. So on that day, I think on Friday, we looked at some videos, worldly videos, trying to see can he make out anything. No. So he is an anagama. And that's it. That's very simple. So we need to know how to apply Buddha Dhamma. That's it. So if I get distracted with something, either as a tradition, either as this, either, that's the reason he says in Kalama Sutta, if somebody tells you this, don't agree. Just let them go. If they come and tell you that we are following this tradition, that one, and that one, except for the Buddha, there is no tradition. Because all these are symbols. The more you symbolize, the worse it gets. The more you come out of symbolization, the better it is. So don't symbolize. It's not worth it. So it can be Tibetan, it can be something, it can be Mahayana, it can be this, that. Don't get into it. In fact, Bobby used to ask me why it is called Hinayana. You shouldn't be asking me. His friend used to ask him. And his friend was upset that it's called Hinayana, which itself shows that he has Vyapada. How does it matter whether it's called Hinayana or some other yana? Whoever created it, created it. But why are you so attached to it? What makes you attached to it? So it is Vyapada. You don't like it. So there is Dvesha. How can they say it Hinayana? Because you are following that and you don't like it. It doesn't matter. Buddha is not Hinayana. Neither it is Mahayana. Neither it is Vajrayana. And there is the fourth one in India called Navayana. I don't have to be following anything. What is Navayana? I don't know. What is Vajrayana? I don't know. Should I know it? Yeah, just for the sake of it, you know it. But should you follow it? Never. Then whom do you follow? BDS, Buddha Dhamma Sangha. I don't follow anything other than that. No comparison. So take something which is uncomparable. So what does Buddha says in the Bahusutta? Practice this. Anything you follow should be kalyana in all the three states. That is, if you are going backwards, past, kalyana. Future, kalyana. Now, kalyana, or majje, middle. Every tradition has one fault. They see what they see. And that's how 62 wrong views get developed. So go and visit anyone you want. Go and stay wherever you want. But don't symbolize. Because that shows you're not having Indriya Samvara. I'm saying you means it's for me. So don't take it as you. If you want to go wherever you want to go, you go. It's all for me. So if you're unhappy that why are you telling for me, it's for me, not for you. Okay. So I shouldn't be doing that because I've stopped traveling. This exact statement was asked by the Buddha to Angulimala. Stop. And he says, you stop. And Buddha says, I've stopped long time ago. You are the one who is moving. Stop. And my mind stopped last June. So from then, it has not traveled. This is March now, 9 months over. It's not traveled. And I don't intend to travel because I don't have to travel. That's the end of suffering. So I did samatha. Samatha is got through applying Indriya Samvara. Then I entered into jhanas like this, first, second, third, fourth. So I completed 15 Charana Dhammas now. Then I started Vipassana. What Vipassana? To remove Raga, Dvesha, Moha. That's it. Not the sensation watching, not some other watching. Removing Raga, Dvesha, Moha. It has two parts. One is to know what's happening. Two is to remove, which is Anupassana. So now I can confidently say, Kaya Kaya Anupassi Viharati, Atapi Sampajano Satima, Vinaya Loke, Abhijja Do Manasan, because that's what has gone. Abhijja and Do Manasa. Vedana Suvedana Anupassi Viharati, Atapi Sampajano Satima, Vinaya Loke, Abhijja Do Manasan. So again, in Vedana, these two are gone. Chitte Chittanupassi Viharati, Atapi Sampajano Satima, Vinaya Loke, Abhijja Do Manasan. In the Chitta, Abhijja Do Manasa are gone. Dhammesu Dhammanupassi Viharati, Atapi Sampajano Satima, Vinaya Loke Abhijja Do Manasa. Even in here, I've applied the Dhamma, the teachings. I've seen the Four Noble Truths. So nothing is stopping, blocking. And I've seen the five aggregates I've seen the Satta Bhujanga, so I don't have to do anything. That brings in Chattaro, Sammapadhana. All kusala is there, no akusala. Chattaro, Iddipada. I have Chandidipada, Viridipada, then Samadhidipada, and Vimamsidipada. Then Panchindriya. I have developed Saddha, it's part of that 15. Then I developed Virya, part of 15. I developed Panya, part of 15. I've developed Samadhi. And Sati, also part of 15. Samadhi, when did I do it? When I finished 4 jhanas. So all in the 15 Charana Dhammas are here in Indriya. Then the Bala, same thing of this. Satta Bhujanga. When I did Dhammesu Dhammanupassi Viharati, then I completed Bhujanga. Then Ariyatangika Magga, that also I've completed. Done. So, started with Sila, then Indriya Samvara. For that, did Samatha, which is part of Indriya Samvara. Then I came into Jhāna. Then I came into Vipassana, which includes Anupassana. Now my mind is empty of contents, any contents. So, Shunyagar. So I completed MN6. That's it. That's all I have. This is the practice. It's not about how many hours can you sit on a cushion. Or how many hours can you stand? How many hours can you walk? It's all about Pachavikana. And removing the asavas. So how do I do it? Very simple. Start with Dasanena Pahatabba. Cut it, seeing. So know that there are asavas. So there are attachments. So stop it. So what should I do? In the Sabbasava Sutta, he says, Yassa bhikkave dhamme manasi karotu anutpanno va kamasavo upajjati uppanno va kamasavo pavadati anutpanno va bhavasavo upajjati uppanno va bhavasavo pavadati anutpanno va avijjasavo upajjati utpanno va avijjasavo pavadati. So I should reflect whether this one, what I'm doing, creates kamasava, bhavasava, avijjasava. If I'm dividing Buddha Dhamma into different parts of traditions, avijja. If I'm relying on that and wanting to become this bhavasava, and then relishing it is kamasava. So what should I do? Out. Because when I apply my mind, manasikaroto, it's all about manasikara, attention. When I attend to it, I see, this will create raga, dvesha, moha for me now. So what should I do? Indriya Samvara. So some of my friends came, let's say, and asked me, Vilas, can you join me to Bodh Gaya? Then we go to Sarnath. No, we'll do the entire Buddhist circuit. What do you think? In fact, I used to do that as a travel agent a few years ago. So, do you want to go? Number one, remove travel agent title from your mind. That's asava. That's kama asava. You want to become that Buddhist circuit? Bhava asava. And believing that Buddha exists in those places at this point in time is avijja asava. Why? Any good Arya will know that Buddha will not come back. Because there's a question on Tathagata. Hoti na hoti Tathagato parammarana. So if somebody says to me, this is a place where Buddha meditated, yes, agree. We should revere, yes. We should respect, yes. But don't latch on to it, don't relish it. Nandi raga shouldn't be done. Because that gives rise to defilements. Yes, that place is good, no doubt. But attaching to that place will create restlessness. Because if I'm not there, I can't possibly be at ease. But then I feel I should be there, which is circling. No. Yes, it's fine. Absolutely agreed. They have made these traditions. Yes, they have made it. It's good. But you are not traditional. It's about you, not about the world should have traditions or no tradition. Don't fight with it. Let it be. It's absolutely fair. They can have. Why they shouldn't have? They should have. They can have Thai, Burmese, this one, that one, tomorrow English, French, German, American, because the monasteries are all growing everywhere. And then maybe Australian, because there are some monks who believe that, and Bobby was saying to me this while I was there with him, that there's a popular belief that Australia would be the last country to have Buddha Dhamma. Maybe it's good. But should you take it inside? No. It's asava. It's worldly true. Yes, agreed. Appreciate it. Let it be. Should you take it? Just let it go. It's all about letting go. Anutpada parinibbana dhatu is nibbana. So you're following Buddha Dhamma for anutpada, non-arising. If there is arising, there is cessation. So if you generate, if you create, you will suffer. If you don't create, that's the end of suffering. Since you created a wife or a husband, you're suffering. Since you created a Theravada and Mahayana and Dhyana, you're suffering. Since you created 100 different types of monasteries, you're suffering. Because you're going to compare. It creates asavas. Nothing else it does. It creates either kama asava, bhava asava, ditti asava, avijja asava. It'll never allow you to come out of it. Creation has destruction as its source. Udaya Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam sabbam tam nirodha dhammam iti. So if something is created, it goes out of existence. So if I am thinking I am existing today, I'm slowly going out of existence. So if I'm husband for someone, the husband is going out of existence. If I'm friend for someone, that friend is going out of existence. If I'm brother to someone, that brother is going out of existence. If I'm a son for someone, the son is going out of existence. If I'm uncle for someone, the uncle is going out of existence. If I'm a colleague of someone, that colleague is going out of existence. So whatever is said to exist goes out of existence. Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam sabbam tam nirodha dhammam. So should you or shouldn't you is not the question. If you exist, you lose it. So asmimana is the one that will go at arhat. And the moment you give up, there's no birth, there's no death. Peace. That is shunya by that token. There's nothing in my thing now. So from 6th of November till date, it's never, nothing. Nothing kinchi. Not even a little. So all the memories of my Australian visit gave up. All the memories relating to Nagpur visit gave up. And all the discussions I do with people on a daily basis, before Mara comes and takes it, I have given it to Mara. So I don't have anything. And what is Mara? The 6 senses and 5 khandhas. Take it and go. They're not mine. That's it from my side. On the entire journey, from the beginning of starting from Sila, 5 or 8, coming into the 10 immoral deeds, removing the immoral deeds, coming into Indriya Samvara, from Indriya Samvara to the Jhāna, from the Jhāna to the Vipassana, from the Vipassana to Anupassana, and to Shunyagata. I think this series has almost come to an end unless we want to increase in each one. How do you do, let's say, anicca, dukkha, anatta, like that? Then we can, because in every sight, sound, taste, or smell, we can have. But this is the basic format. Whether I'm coming there for retreat or you are coming here for retreat, it would be the same. No difference. The only thing is, instead of doing for 1.5 hours like what we are talking today, you'll be doing it continuously. And you'll come to know for yourself, you're an arhat, or you're an anagami, you're a saktagami, you're sotapanna, or you're still a putujana. All good, all fine. I think the way seriously you're looking, it makes me feel, oh, you got it. It's good. Any questions, anyone? By the way, I was born on 6th of November. I died on 6th of November. It's a wonderful gift to be born and dead on the same day. Yeah, Avanti, the way you're staring, I don't know what you're thinking. Maybe you should ask a question.
No question, sir. I'm just trying to understand when you say, and I died on.
I was born on 6th of November,
Became a
1971, and I died on 6th of November 2025. That's it. That's what I meant. What a way to die on your birthday.
On that one specific day you recognized? Was it something different? Is it
I
like
already
all of a
shared.
sudden?
I've shared so many numbers.
You already shared. I know. I have a lot to go, lot to revise. So many videos to revise.
No, it's not about a video. It doesn't matter whether video or not. You will yourself come to know that how the defilements are ended. So when you know that the defilements ended, you are also ended. Because you is nothing but defilements. So there's no need to become, that's gone. There's no need to have an avijja, ignorance that I exist. That's gone. And at Sotapanna, you would have given up Dhitti. Dhitti asava is gone. At Anagami, Kama asava is gone. The only two asavas are Bhava asava and Avijja asava. And you will see it's gone. So journey ended. Journey ended of vilas. That's it. So can villas be created? Yes, as many number of times you want. I have no problem. I can create villas and function. Then by the end of the night, end of the day, delete villas. Done. So somebody asked, have you seen the entire journey? Yes. Birth to death. So did you die? Yes. But you're alive. No. The person whom you're seeing is not alive. There's a person, for sure, but there's not alive. So, as Amata, deathless. Death is for the individual, I. Because the birth is for individual, so the death also is for individual. Individual means divided, and hence it's called individual. When you divide something, you see two, you and other. It's undivided. There's no one there. Vimukti. Okay, that's it. Unless you have something. It's seeming like we are in a funeral. Everyone is silent, or we are in a meditative state, if I could put that. Yes, Ritu.
Sir, I wanted to know that you told us to see uh, in 11 ways. Then we have to see it through the five khandas. Then how do you see, like from each khanda, you see it in 11 ways, like through your khanda of Sangya, khanda, all those khandas, five khandas, like Rupa khanda. You see individually from the five khandas every time in 11 ways, or you wait, like you take one Rupa khanda, then you see it in 11 ways, then you wait, then you see it through Sangya, then you see it through the other khandas.
No, Ritu, I think you missed the step which I had informed few days ago. You have to first have the ability to divide yourself into five khandas for gaining knowledge. I told you that. Without you gaining this insight of cutting off into five khandas, it's not possible to proceed anywhere. And that's the reason I've been stressing on this point. Check whether you are a Sotapanna or not. Otherwise, it's not possible. It would be like what you just now asked, that I will do the Rupa and wait. And that's never going to happen. Because for the Rupa, it's not your physical body we are talking about. It is how does the Rupa come to be? It comes through food. It's not my food. It's just food. Yesterday in Hindi also we spoke about it. So it's not about I speaking it or saying it. It's being aware of that all the 18 hours in the day. While I am on that Rupa, I see the six senses which is there in the face. And then I ask this question, is my eyes? Because eyes will see what I like and dislike and neutral. So then can I treat it to be my eyes and my ears, my nose, like that? So then I understand how the feeling starts. It's because of the Rupa, the feeling starts. And what Rupa? If I take Rupa of Vilas, there's a feeling of Vilas. If there is no Rupa of Vilas, there is no feeling of Vilas. Simple. Phassa samudayo, vedana samudayo, phassa nirodho, vedana nirodho. This might look like theory. That's the reason many traditions don't go through the sutta, because for them it is theory. But they don't understand. Without pariyatti, you can't do patipatti. And without patipatti, you can't do pativedan. So they try their level best to go from without pariyatti to pativedan, and they get caught up.
Mm.
It's gradual training. They want to skip Bahusutta, which is not possible because it's part of 15 Charana Dhammas. If I even skip one of them or remove the jigsaw puzzle piece, it's not completed. So first I need to know, am I a Sotapanna or not? No matter what tradition says, what opinion says, what Bhante says, it doesn't matter. What matters to me is, am I a Sotapanna for sure or not? Then this five khandas division becomes pretty easy, because now I am in the stream. It's not about like what Avanti asked me, I have a lot of videos to go through. No. In fact, you don't even have to go through a single video. You just have to see yourself whether this rupa form is yours. That's it. And contemplate that. If you break it, the Vedana is broken. If you break that, the perception is broken. The perception is broken, the sankhara, the volitions, I need it this way, that way is also broken. So that consciousness of vilas, which was established on this name and form, is also broken. So no longer vilas can survive without the rupa, without the feeling, without the perception, without the volitions. So he can see for himself, got it. And then you can see it yourself that you are now a Silavanta. And you can see these 11. Otherwise, it would be such a painful exercise of remembering, oh, this is anicca, means what anicca? Arising, passing. I don't see any arising, passing. I don't know what he said. Let me watch the video. No. It's the food. Ahara samudayo, rupa samudayo, phassa samudayo, vedana samudayo, phassa samudayo, sanya samudaya, phassa samudayo, sankhara samudayo, nama rupa samudayo, vinyana samudaya. And the other side is nirodha. So if you stop eating, there's no body. There's no rupa, not the body, rupa. What does that mean? As the digestion happens, if you don't fill it up, it keeps on reducing. And people will start asking, Vilas, you're looking very trim to begin with. After that, they start to say, Vilas, you look pretty sick. Why? It goes like this.